Hello everyone, Zarvolt here, and today I'm going to be showing you my Bant Dream Trawler deck. Now this is a ramp deck. Now I'll show you what cards I have in here. I've got Arboreal Grazer, Growth Spiral, we've got Euro, we've got Banishing Light, Teferi, we've got Shatter the Sky, we've got Hydroid Krasis, we've got Elspeth Conquers Death, we've got Nissa, we've got Time Wipe, and then finally Dream Trawler. We got 2 copies of that. And then for the lands, we've got all these lands here. I've got to where I like to have a mix of the dual lands and then a few basic lands in there too with Fabled Passage. So I'll play a few games and we'll see how this deck does. So far it's done pretty good for me. So the main thing we're trying to do with this deck is play an Arboreal Grazer, Growth Spiral, or Euro out in the first couple of turns, get some mana ramped up, and then hopefully win the game with Hydroid Krasis, Nissa, or Dream Trawler. The Teferi's in there to kind of help us out along the way. So we've got 4 land. We have a Fabled Passage to get green, so I guess we might as well keep this hand. Let's just wait and see what our opponent does. Okay, they had to think about their hand. It took them a while to think about whether they need to keep it or not, so hopefully it's a bad hand for them. Okay, green-red, and we'll go ahead and play this out so we can play our Arboreal Grazer this next turn. And that way we could get 1 mana ahead of them, unless they're a ramp deck also. Then we won't be ahead, but... Okay, what does our opponent have? Is this a creature style deck, or it could be a Team of Reclamation? Let's see if they get a blue here. Okay, yep, probably Reclamation. Let's go ahead and ramp up, and hopefully we can get ahead of them. Let's see, there's no reason to pay any life for this, so let's go ahead and play this tap land and say go. And this next turn, depending on what they do, probably play Growth Spiral. So they've got double blue. Let's play a land. No attacks, and let's Growth Spiral on their turn. Okay, they have Brazen Borrower, so let's go ahead and Growth Spiral since they played that, and put this land out. So that's good. And we can block the Brazen Borrower with our Arboreal Grazer, so that'll be good. That's what it's there for, to take a few hits for us. Okay, we'll go ahead and block. So this next turn, probably play out a Krasis. We'll see what they do this turn, but that's probably our next play. If they play a creature here, probably Shatter the Sky, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Shockland, Wilderness Reclamation. Okay, we probably need to Banishing Light that. But let's go ahead and Hydroid Krasis first. Okay, we cast this, we get our cards, and a little bit of a heal, even if they do counter it. So they're thinking about countering it. So, what do? They know we'll be able to block it, block their guy there, their Brazen Borrower, if the Hydroid Krasis is out. So, okay, they are going to counter it. That's fine. We've got another one. Okay, Thassa's Intervention means they won't be drawing cards with that. They had to counter our spell instead, so that's good. they grow spiral on their turn, hoping to draw land and put it out, but maybe they didn't. Okay, so this is good. But they do get to untap their lands with wilderness reclamation. Okay, let's go ahead and Banishing Light the wilderness reclamation. See if they have a counterspell. They're thinking about it. Does that mean they have a counterspell or not? Okay. So they may have a Brazen Borrower to get rid of our Banishing Light. Let's see. Here's Uro, however you pronounce it. Hopefully we draw some land to put out. Okay, it's a Hydroid Krasis, so that's good. So we do gain some life. And they are going to scry. The little owl is hooting at me, so that's funny. Okay, they've got another wilderness reclamation, so they're like, ha, fooled you. So, yeah. Let's see, do they have... What are they going to do here? Do they have enough where they can... Nope. They're not going to expansion explosion us. That's what I was thinking they were going to do. Let's play this out, see if it gets countered. We need a blocker. I hate to put the Dream Trawler out yet, just in case it gets countered. Make sure they're out of counter spells. This can block the Brazen Borrower. We're just trying to get more cards in our hand than they have. Kind of get ahead of them. That's why I like this deck. You ramp up and draw cards, and hopefully you can get ahead of your opponent in the card advantage race. Okay. He's not countering, he's drawing cards himself. Okay. Let's put more land out. And now we can block the Brazen Borrower, which is what I wanted. Pretty soon we'll have enough things in the graveyard to bring Uro back. So, let's see. Keeping our life total high so the expansion explosion doesn't hurt us that bad. Okay, Gadwick. So they can tap down our Hydroid Krasis, and they do. So that's bad for us. So we need to get rid of Gadwick so that we can block, because they will run over us with Gadwick because they'll keep tapping our creatures down. Okay, they're thinking. At some point we can use Shatter the Sky, or do some more ramp with Growth Spiral and Uro. We'll just have to wait and see what they do here, if they're going to do something. Okay, there's an expansion explosion, so that's good. That means they used all their mana. That means we can get our Dream Trawler out. Let me think if that's what we want to do for sure. Probably, though. Probably want to get that out. Okay, Elspeth conquers death. We can get rid of Gadwick with that. I need to figure out the best way to use our mana. So we can Elspeth conquers death and then Growth Spiral. Or we could Dream Trawler. We could Hydroid Krasis. We could Uro and then Elspeth. Yeah. Dream Trawler and then do nothing else. I'm not sure if that's the best play. We need to get rid of Gadwick no matter what. So if we go ahead and Shatter the Sky, we've gotten rid of Gadwick. Let's attack and then Shatter the Sky and get rid of that Gadwick because he's going to keep tapping our creatures down. So we draw a card and they don't, so that's the other good thing. So that's going to leave us enough mana to Banishing Light the Wilderness Reclamation. So, perfect. We can play this land without shocking ourselves, so great. Hopefully they don't have... Okay, there's the other Wilderness Reclamation, the third one. So our opponent has been really lucky this game. So we can Elspeth the Wilderness Reclamation, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Let's see what they've got now. So they've got an opt, okay. What else? I think we've been able to keep pretty even with this deck, the Temur Reclamation deck so far with our deck. So we've done pretty good with that in that respect. You know, we survived an expansion explosion. We've gotten rid of 2 Wilderness Reclamations already, even though they've got the third one. So let's see what else they have. Okay, they've still got 1 blue floating mana. We do have enough in our graveyard to bring Euro back, so that's good. So he can help us gain more life. That's what's good. In the long game, this deck can gain quite a bit of life. Hydroid Krasis, Dream Trawler. Okay, so they are going to Expansion Explosionist. So, but we can gain some life here. We can definitely take out the Wilderness Reclamation. And let's bring out this Euro. That'll gain us some life. Let's see, I guess we'll leave one of these Hydroid Krasis out for the, leave one of the Hydroid Krasis in the graveyard for Elspeth Conquer's Death. Okay, there's a land. More life, so that's good. We gained 4 life that turn. Got rid of 3 Wilderness Reclamations, so they've only got 1 more in the deck. Right now, they can't one-shot us without Wilderness Reclamation. So, okay, they've got their own Euro, so they're gaining life and drawing a card. Okay, Scryland. Do they have enough in their graveyard to bring their Euro back? That may be what their plan is. They've got a lot of cards over there, I know. That's what he's counting up right now, so I'm sure that's what they're going to do. Okay. They did not play a Wilderness Reclamation this turn, so that's another good thing for us. If we can keep them from doing that, we're going to be okay. Okay, there's Nissa. Okay. Let me think how to do this. Okay, we can play Nissa. Can we play Nissa and Dream Trawler? Is that what we want to do? Let me think about this. Do we attack first and see if they trade? Maybe we want to trade Euros. That would be okay with me if they want to trade. We can, okay. I was going to say we could play Teferi and bounce their Euro, but that's not what happened. Okay, let's play Nissa.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Dream Trawler. Is there some way we can play Teferi? Yes, let's do that. Let's play Teferi also. Okay, so we had a good turn that time. Perfect.
Let's slow this down.
They can't cast instants on our turn now, so maybe we can shut them down now. Let's see what they do. They've got a ton of cards in their hand. I wonder if that Wilderness Reclamation is in their hand or not. But it's kind of useless with Teferi out, so they've got to get rid of Teferi. And they probably don't have a lot of ways to do it other than the expansion explosion. But we do have our Dream Trawler out, which means we can start gaining life. So they play Euro. So, but we can just bounce that with Teferi. So we'll see what happens here. So we've got a lot of good options left. And we know a bunch of the wilderness reclamations are gone, so I feel pretty good. Let's see what they do here. They've got a lot of mana left for something. Four cards in graveyard. They can't bring Euro back if we kill it. Okay, they're drawing cards. That's good. They're not countering a spell if they're drawing cards, so that's awesome. Okay. So what are we going to do on our turn? Attack with Dream Trawler for sure, but do we Hydroid Krasis, draw a bunch of cards? We Growth Spiral and Euro both draw cards. Get back Euro, it doesn't stay around, or the Hydroid Krasis does stay. 1/1. Let's see. I guess Krasis as a 1/1. More flying damage in there that they're not blocking right now. It could block Euro later on. Let's send Euro back to their hand.
I've got it.
Draw a card. Okay. Do we Hydroid Krasis or Euro? Let's go ahead and Euro. Get these land out. We can Growth Spiral, draw a card. Let's fit our deck. Then we can go ahead and Hydroid Krasis, I think, for a bunch. How much will we be able to do a Krasis for? That would draw us a ton of cards. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, big Krasis time. Big Krasis time. Let's see. 10. Krasis for 10. Okay. It's gonna make our Dream Trawler big, massive. Let's reanimate one of these land. Let's see. We got a bunch of these. Let's attack. Get our opponent down to 3. Okay, that was a great turn. Now they need a board wipe, and I'm not sure how many board wipes Team of Reclamation has. And we're at 33. So I feel good about it. Do we Growth Spiral or Arboreal Grazer? Let's Arboreal Grazer. Yeah. We'll just save that Growth Spiral. Okay. So let's see what they can do. I don't think they can do much. I think we've got them. Okay, Storm's Wrath. They can do that. But we've still got 2 creatures out. 2 Storm Wrath. Okay. That's not going to kill our Krasis. It is going to kill Nissa. They've been holding those cards, I guess. I'm not sure if the Team of Reclamation that everybody keeps playing normally runs Storm's Wrath or not. I guess it does. I don't know. So they kill Nissa. They've got to kill this Krasis somehow. Okay, they're going to Brazen Borrow the Krasis. Okay. Okay, that's fine. They're at 2 mana. They're at 3 life. We've got a second Nissa in our hand. If we can second Nissa them, and they can't gain life, then we've got it. I think, you know, let's see. Okay, they've got a land, but they have a tapped land. So 2 mana. Let's test it with Teferi first. See if they have a counterspell. Okay, they've got an opt. Okay. So I think we've got them at this point.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
Okay.
Here's
Nissa. 1 mana, can't do anything about it, so good game.
Harness the elements.
Okay. That was good. Okay, let's see what we can do this time. Okay, we have no green mana whatsoever, so I think we mulligan this. Okay. Okay, let's put the Krasis back because it's going to be something we'll play later. So there's Elspeth Conquers Death, but this is a red deck, so probably not going to be needed that much, you know. Annex is what that will get rid of. Fervent Champion, okay. Let's see, we can play this and scry more land. No. Wish I had a untapped blue so I could have growth spiraled there. That was kind of a boo-boo, but okay, there's Annex, so I guess we can Elspeth that away. We have Arboreal Grazer. We can put a land out. And growth spiral, and hopefully we draw a land. No, okay. Probably Banishing Light the Annex if we don't draw a land, or Elspeth Conquers Death if we do draw a land. Okay, they're going to shock our Arboreal Grazer. That's fine. He did his job. Okay, giant. Okay, we did draw the land. Gosh, I guess we shock ourselves. We got to get rid of this Annex because when he dies, he creates a bunch of extra creatures. Now, hopefully, we can draw a board wipe, and that would be good. That's what we need to do. Okay, our opponent. Okay, this is not good. This is going to bring us down to 5. This is going to bring us down really low. Down to 4. Okay. How do we do this? Which one of these do we send back?
Stand by and watch.
Let's see. Either one of these is bad. One's got haste, the other one can be used as a spell again. So, I guess we send this back. Banishing Light the giant. And see what happens. Let's see. If our opponent has some kind of 3 damage spell, they can just go face with their Fervent Champion and kill us. Do they attack Teferi? If they attack Teferi, we can get Teferi back with our Elspeth Conquers Death, but I would go face if I was them. I don't know what they've got, but Definitely, that's what I would do. Okay, we're at 3. Do they have a damage spell for 3? They've got another annex. And they got the Rimrock Knight. Okay. We have an Arboreal Grazer. And we have Banishing Light. Okay, that can take out the annex. That's good. Now Teferi can plus. So we've got one blocker.
This might be a bad idea.
Okay, they attack with both. No. Yes? They can pump up their guys with their castle over there. So I've got to block the Rimrock Knight or I'm going to die. So there's not much of a choice in it for me. Okay. I guess if they pump, we're going down to 1. And they have another Rimrock Knight. Okay. Well, let's scry and see what we can. Okay, there's a Shatter the Sky. We can draw it with our growth spiral and use it. Perfect. So there we go. So that's good. Now hopefully they don't have a way to do 1 point of damage. Okay, Runaway Steamkin. That's good. Okay, we've got Nissa. So how do we do this? Let's send this back. I know we're getting rid of Teferi, but we need to get that out of here. Okay, Dream Trawler. Perfect. Can we cast both of these? No. Dream Trawler is going to gain its life. And this is going to be able to continually make more and more blockers. They are going to come out with a Steamkin plus something else here in a minute. Yeah, we cannot do both. Or can we? Let me see if I can make the math work out for us. Maybe I can. Yeah, we don't have enough to do it both. Let's just, I guess we'd go with the Dream Trawler here. Yeah, if we'd had some different lands, we could have been able to do it. But with the lands we had, we couldn't make it work. But this way we'd be able to gain some life. We're sitting on 1 though. I mean, all it is just a shock, and they've got us. Which they obviously don't have a shock, or they would have cast it then. They do have Torbrand. Okay. So we draw a card. Okay, Krasis. Perfect. Let's attack. Draw a card. Gain 5 life. Euro. Okay. Perfect. We are doing okay. We just need to draw a ton of life here. If we do Nissa and then Krasis, how much life do we gain? Okay. We got him anyway.